How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. So tonight we are doing another landing request session. So not an A to B flight like I have been doing, and obviously I know everybody likes these landing requests because it's quick. We're going to different airports quite quickly, and you get to obviously hopefully get me to land at some airports that you might know locally to yourself, or you've been to. Hello everybody, welcome to the TikTok stream, and hope everyone's doing okay, and I'll see everybody else that are on the other platforms as well. Hi Plane Guy 789, how you doing? So the first one is a request that's been basically knocking around for a while. Every live stream I don't get a chance to do it. So hi Dean, how you doing? Welcome onto the live stream. Brian Kelly, Edinburgh please. Okay, we'll try and do this after this one. That'd be great. So hey bud, how's doing today? Fly-by-wire announced A380 out in June. Oh wow, I can't wait for that. So okay, let's go and do this first request. So this is Portland, and we'll see how we get on for this one. Hi Queen, how you doing? Hi Kelsey, Aberdeen. Okay. Tristan, Hamed, International Airport. So we've got some great requests. So we've got an American Airlines plane going into Portland. So let's get started and see how this goes. Oh blimey, it's not very nice weather over in Portland today. Okay, so quite misty, foggy. Evening, how you doing? Thank you for everyone that's liking and sharing. Tapping that screen helps push the live up to many other people that love aviation, love this sort of stream. And if you have any pals that are usually on board on board this live stream, then make sure you obviously share it to them as well, because I'm sure they won't want to miss out on their opportunity to request an airport, of course.
2,500.
This is on the latest Xbox generally, but this is actually, I'm running it off PC. Well, I have to admit, it's already it's a really nice approach. My name's Dan. It looks absolutely incredible, doesn't it? Look at that. Look at that. Incredible approach already. So we've got a 22 knot crosswind as it stands at the moment. Hopefully that'll die down as soon as we get closer. Hey, Funky Duck, how you doing? Thank you for the gifts, etc. Anybody who's sending the gifts. I am trying to concentrate on this approach as well. Living History UK, welcome to the stream. It's been a while since you've been on board the A320. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Shall we have a look at the outside? There we go. See outside the aircraft. You see us coming to land. What a great suggestion this is. Danny's also a famous singer, I think. No, certainly not a famous singer. Yeah, I love the A320. It's absolutely amazing. So this is Portland in the US. It was requested a few times, and I didn't get round to doing it. This is track IR5, so it's similar to how VR works. You flying just a visual. Yeah, I'm not flying IFR. I'm not flying an ILS or anything. So you'll see that there's no autopilot. Auto throttle is off. So I'm just manually flying this in, and hopefully we can get down safely. Do you have the A380? No, but apparently fly-by-wire, as mentioned in the stream at the start of this, I am a pilot, a private pilot, not a commercial pilot though. Yet, anyway. I am starting my commercial training this year, starting from next month actually. I'm on first officer on the A320 based out of Gatwick. Oh wow, that's cool. Okay, so we're short final now. This looks incredible with this weather at the moment. Good luck with your training. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Foul. Wow, thanks for the arrow, bow and arrow, Kristen. I do appreciate that. I better make this a good landing if we've got professional pilots watching this then, yeah?
500.
Better grease it, as I say.
400.
So I'm doing my ATPL's distant learning at Bristol Ground School. Haven't decided where I'm going to do my rest of my training. I've looked at Aeros, had a look at Central Flight Training, which is local to me. But it all depends on if I want it all wrapped in one fell swoop or sort of do the IR separate, the CPL, multi-engine CPL at the same time. I really shouldn't be talking on a short final like this, but I'm going to carry on doing so anyway.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Okay, reverse first. Manual braking. Welcome to Portland then. Quite a nice airport, isn't it, actually? Oh, you missed it. Oh dear. Good evening, pilot. Where are you heading to? I'm going to bed soon as it's nearly 10 p.m. Yeah, question banks are invaluable. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so Scuba Diver Joe over on the other channel said, YT channel, said, can you do Sabre again, but plane that's right for the runway? I will try and do that. Hi Theo over on YT as well, just about to go solo next week in the Piper PA-20A. I'm 16, any tips? Just basically relax, you know, and fly it like you would if the instructor was there. You know, you certainly don't want panic to set in when you're going on first solo. You'll be absolutely fine. The instructor will not send you solo unless he thinks that you can handle it, essentially. So, okay, thanks so much. Okay, so the next one is going to be next one's going to be sort of Edinburgh. That was the next request over on TikTok, and then the next request after this will be on the YT channel. So the next request will be over on the YouTube. I'll be taking it from there. So, okay, so right, Edinburgh. Oops, no, is it EGD? Oh, I can't remember. Edinburgh, PH. That was it. I was thinking of Liverpool. Okay, so Edinburgh, set arrival, and let's choose something like EasyJet. Okay, let's go. Sorry if I'm missing some of your comments. So can you do Jersey, please? Yeah, that you were one of the early ones. So the next request is going to be on the YouTube side. So so I'm going to take turns between YouTube and TikTok. So yeah, good journey. See you next time. Thanks so much. Thanks for popping in. I do appreciate it. At least I haven't missed it all. Yeah. Well, we'll see how we go because. I mean, this is at night now, coming into Edinburgh. Okay, Edinburgh in EasyJet. If you want the decals cheap, use stickers on your monitor. That is a good tip. Funky Duck, the beach is Barra. I'm flying. Oh, you're flying there. You're flying to Barra tomorrow.
2,500.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool, Pilot Craig. Joshua on YT saying, "Do you fly on VATSIM?" I have got a VATSIM ID, but I tend to fly an IVAO instead, essentially. Well, YT's getting busy now. Like I said, I'm going to take turns between the two platforms as I'm streaming on both. So just send your request through. So this we're coming into Edinburgh for those that are just joining. Stormfinder, an amazing approach over top of Southampton, runway 02. Okay. Cool. I went on and it was heard it was different. Yeah, Joshua, VATSIM take it very seriously, and that's one of the reasons that, you know, it is really good, but at the same time can be very daunting, especially if you don't know what to say over the radio, etc. I'm a space cadet. Oh wow. That trumps being a pilot, doesn't it? No, the Gooch Father 69. It's not the virtual Fly UK virtual airline. It's the Fly UK social account. We've had the accounts for about the same period of time, to be honest, but they always attach VA after their name, sort of thing. So.
1,000.
I would love to do my PPL, but wife won't let me. I'll just sneak it past her, the Gooch Father. Just sneak it past her. Do you use the stock A320? No, this is the fly-by-wire A320. It is free. It's free to download for PC.
1,000.
I need to concentrate really on the landing. I'm making a bit of a mess of this. We're low, so let me just try and capture that glide slope. I'll bring it down. Do you do any tutorials? Not per se, to be honest. You know, I'm still learning a lot myself about the A320 with the help of a real life A320 pilot that's showing me. But over on YouTube, there's plenty of playbacks of live streams that I've done. If you fancy, obviously checking those out. I'm currently in the process for Nat's ATC program in real life, but I fly flat sim quite a lot. They take it extremely seriously. Yeah, they do. But that's what makes it good, you know. IVAO are also really fantastic. They're a little bit more lenient for new starters, and I tend to stick around with the IVAO because I'm not IFR trained in real life, and
500.
and it's just trying to get used to it, essentially. Stuart Jones over on TikTok. So I'm using something called Track IR5, which gives me the ability to look over the nose and all the rest of it. So this is Edinburgh for those that are just joining as well. Again, I need to stop looking at the comments and concentrate. Nail this landing.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Reverse thrust. Welcome to Edinburgh. Thank you very much to Goochfather, I do appreciate that. Okay, so next request is coming from YouTube. Let's go and have a look at the request now then. So I know Scuba Dive Joe has asked for Saba over in a plane that I can actually fly into. So I'm gonna do Saba because I can do Saba. I want to land that one. So let's go and go do Saba next over on the YouTube side. So next request is going to be over on TikTok, and then I'll go back to YouTube. So so Saba. Now this is one of the short. Is it the shortest runway, Scuba Diver Joe? Is it the shortest runway here? So I'm thinking that maybe we'd go for like a. Actually, is there a? I'm just wondering whether there's a landing. Let's have a look at activities. I'm pretty sure it's even in the landing challenges because. So famous. Is it over here? Nope. Okay, let's go and have a look. Epic. There we go, Saba. Okay, so we're in a Beechcraft King Air. So yeah, wish me luck on this one. This is for Scuba Diver Joe over on YouTube. Marwan obviously has requested some stuff. Jenna as well. Please can you fly to Norwich. So some great activity over on the other channel as well. So the next request is coming from TikTok. Wow. Okay, so I better get this right. So there's only 400 meters apparently this runway in Saba, and we're in a King Air. I don't know why the master caution is on. Battery amp ignition. And I don't know what the approach speed is in the King Air either. Okay. So I'll bring my flaps in. But we've got reverse thrust, or sort of reverse prop in the King Air. Okay, Saba then. Wish me luck. Okay, the gear's down, isn't it? Okay, yeah, gear's down. Okay. Oh no, 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 no. Oh my word. Oh my word. I got a C for that, but I landed. There we go. All right, so let's go back to the standard landing request then. So over on TikTok, where are we going to? Look, it was, you know, we landed, didn't we? But I wouldn't like to have been in there in real life, that's for sure. Okay, so let's go back to the Airbus A320 for the thing. So that was for Scuba Diver Joe over on YouTube. Okay, for the EasyJets. All right, so where are we going to then? The small one in Everest, Norwich. Okay, we can go for Norwich. Is it? I don't know what the code is for it. Norwich code. Okay, there we go. So what's the runways like? Okay, all right, we'll give it a go. Should we fly this in the day? Just so you can see what's happening. Should we go and fly this in the day? So next request will be over on YouTube side. So hop over onto the YouTube to be in a chance to suggest another airport. So the next request over going to be on YouTube. All right, Norwich. It's for Jenna over on TikTok. And what I'm going to do is just... It's at night at the moment, so let's go and just change that weather. And we'll change it to... Change it to the day. Still can't see anything, so it's going to be interesting. Is it foggy at the moment? And for those who are just joining, this is Fly UK. Thanks for your subscriptions, your shares over on TikTok as well, and YouTube. I do appreciate it. This is very interesting. Is it full of fog? So Echo Golf Sierra Hotel. Echo Golf Sierra Hotel / Echo Golf Sierra Hotel and flight plan. Approach 27. Okay, well we've got no visuals here, so oops.
1000.
We've got a bit of a problem here. Okay, so we're on the glide slope apparently. Can't see a thing. Oops. That's me overspeeding. This is going to be interesting because
500.
we still can't see anything. Okay, we're going around. Let's just see if we take the weather off. Okay. Yeah, it would have been. I felt like we're getting lower and lower and lower. Okay, well, this is Norwich. Oh my word. Okay, well let's bring the weather back in a little bit, and that was just too much.
Too low terrain.
Turn that warning off. Wow. Okay, well we'll try and visually land at this Norwich airport. Oh, the alpha floor has just kicked in. Not paying attention. This is Norwich, actually, Sharon. This is Norwich. So we're just landing in there now, but obviously it's the daytime. So yeah, we're landing. We've just had to go around because it was just too foggy to deal with it. I didn't set up the computer properly.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Okay, I'll come into land now. This is Norwich. Yeah, you could do a full auto land in full fog. I just wasn't confident because I hadn't set up the Barrow reference, and hadn't set up the QNH for the airport. So the aircraft didn't know where the ground was. So I was getting a little bit nervous about that. That's why I went around. It was like 400 feet, and I still couldn't see anything. So okay, Norwich Airport.
500.
Okay, next request is over on YouTube. So if you want your request in, then hop over to YouTube.
300.
It's not in any particular order, it's just whatever I fancy at the time, because obviously there's too many people to do it in order.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Okay, reverse thrust. Oh, well, happy birthday, 50th birthday for the 28th of that month. Okay, so welcome to Norwich. EasyJet. Okay, so where are we going to next? Now, I'm going to have a look through the... so we got some requests over on YT channel. So John Hamilton, Donegal. That's a beautiful approach, that is. We've got Amman Airport, AMM. I don't think I've ever landed there, so I might go to that. We've got Beyond Lewis has asked for Glasgow International Airport. I might go and do Amman Airport, AMM. So we'll go and have a look at that. Let's go. We'll keep the requests coming anyway. They're fantastic. Some like Luton has been and Beirut has been suggested. Thanks, Splashy. Okay, so AMM. And it's 20 past 12 at night over there. I don't think I've got a suitable sort of livery, so I'm just going to use the fly-by-wire one. Okay, so let's set that up. Set arrival. Delete departure. Right, let's see how this happens. So we'll bring this into the day so we can see what we're doing. Fantastic. Have you ever done that one in Spain that stops in the water? I don't know which one. Obviously, you've got. I'm not too sure which one that one is actually. Joy said Thailand, please. Okay, so here we go. And this is for Marwan, Amman Airport. The Airbus A320.
$2,500.
Okay, let's have a look at. Not a problem. Not a problem. Still can't see the airport at the moment. Might need to take this off autopilot.
$1,000.
Ventura Airport. Only come back from there the other day. That's a great suggestion, James Cole.
$500.
Still can't see the airport. It's going to jump right out in front of us, I think. See it on the map. Or should I say the ND? Oh, I've got the runway in sight now. Very hazy. I'm guessing
500.
it's like a sandstorm type thing. I don't know. Good night,
400.
Sharon. Thanks for joining the live stream. I do appreciate it.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Okay. So it looks like this is actually a disused airport, looking at the crosses on the runway. So is this no longer active? I may be wrong, of course. There we go. Welcome. Welcome to Amman Airport. You put the wrong code in. Oh, okay. Anyway. Blimey. Oh dear. Okay, so that's fair enough then. I was the only one that's the civil airport. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. All right. Well, what we'll do, we'll move on. Maybe we can, if we've got some time at the end of the session, we'll go back to that. So next, oh, it's okay. I got you. Okay. So, okay, we've got some other requests over on TikTok. So, can you go to Tenerife South, please? Can you go to Dublin? Oh, blimey. So, okay, let's have a look. Is this a sim? Yeah, it's Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So we got Glasgow, that was a request as well over on TikTok. Okay, so Dublin's been mentioned twice now. There's 2 or 3 people have asked for Dublin. Okay, I'm going to take Dublin as the next request over on TikTok. And for those that are do want to see an approach into Dublin in 4K, I've just actually uploaded a video over on YT. If you want to check that out. So for those that are already over on that channel, then they will obviously see that video. Okay, so as we're going into Dublin, we'll go and choose Aer Lingus, and what we'll do, we'll bring this into the day as well, that we can see, or the afternoon, we'll see a little bit more. Okay, there we go. So Dublin it is. The next request will be over on the other channel. The Gooch Father, can you do Kathmandu? I will do that for you. I haven't actually took one from over on Twitch, so I'll do that next, and then we'll go back to a YouTube request. So there we go. So you got the Aer Lingus livery. How cool is that? So we're coming into Dublin on this next request. Thanks for those that are tapping the screen. I can see you tapping that screen. I can see you sending the GIFs, etc., and sharing. I do appreciate it. For those that are on the other channels like YouTube, don't forget to like the video, and if you want to share it to your social media platforms, then that would be really appreciative as well. Okay, let's go. Thanks again for the likes and shares. I do appreciate it. For those that are just joining, this is Fly UK. Wow, it looks stunning. Next landing, take nil. I have done that before, actually. Yeah, so for those that are just joining, we're just coming into Dublin Airport. Why the landing gear out? So, well, as it's a straight-in approach, and it's Microsoft has set that up, then the landing gear is already out. Usually, you'd take the landing gear out around 6 miles. We can put it back up again if you want to see that. Yes, Beyond Lewis Track IR is what I use. Splash 180 is saying Luton please as well. So I'm going to do the next one over on for Kathmandu is next, but I'll take some more requests over on the YouTube after this. Okay, I'll bring the gear down again. So we're a little bit low, so I'll get back in the flight deck so I can try and get this sorted. There we go. Truck mount guy, I'm basically using something called Track IR, so I'm not using VR to get those to get the head tracking, but it allows you to zoom in, move close to the monitor, look up, look down, the same as you would in VR, but you've got the benefit of using your monitors that are crystal clear. VR technology can be resource heavy on your hardware, and there's no frame rate drop with using Track IR, so you get the benefit. You get the benefit of head moving without the drain on your system, essentially.
1,000.
What's the location? This is Dublin. Obviously not real time, but real world weather, but not real time, just so we can see it a little bit better.
$300. 200. 100.
What's the approach speed? 125, 30, 130 knots, roughly.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Okay, reverse first. There we go. So obviously trying to give you a little bit more visuals on the approach. Doesn't make for a perfect center line, but straightened up once I was down. So there we go. That's Aer Lingus over at Dublin. Okay, so we're off to Kathmandu for the Twitch user that's following the Gooch Father 69. We haven't taken any from Twitch. The next request will be over on the YouTube channel. Thanks for the subscriptions over on YouTube. I do appreciate it. And thanks for the follows and shares on TikTok. Okay, so let's go. That looks so much better with some daylight. I know it looks incredible, doesn't it? Looks incredible. Obviously, that's the thing when I'm doing the shared cockpit. Kathmandu. There we go. So arrival. Okay, so where I haven't got any sort of local aircraft to do that in, but we'll just choose the Neo standard design. Let's just bring this into the morning as well. Let's have a look at this. So Kathmandu. Hello, Al Jackson. How you doing? We do need to set up another chat with everybody else. You know, probably going to start next week. I'll be in touch about it and do like a pilot talk every week sort of thing, aviation talk. So bring other people into it. So Kathmandu over. This is for the Gooch Father 69. So over on Twitch. I'm not too sure whether this is a great position to start. So. Just looking at this scenery, this looks incredible, doesn't it? But it looks like it's planned to be right in front of the mountain. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, no, it'll be great. I enjoyed it with last time. So that is low. Look at that. Okay, let's give it a go anyway. Oh.
500, 300.
Okay, just saved, I think. Just saved it.
400.
Okay, we need to track where the airport is.
1,000.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
We're going to have train warnings and everything, to be honest, on this. I'm hoping I get to see the airport soon. Great scenery. That was hairy. I know. I know it definitely. I saw a great job. Kathmandu approach is tricky, Ras has said. It looks really tricky, to be honest. It's the weather's not helping the situation. We've got low cloud and everything.
1,000.
Not helping at all. Okay, so the next request is going to be over on YouTube next. So John Burton has said, Newcastle, please. Not many real pilots land there. Oh, okay. I think it doesn't help that the visibility is not very good on the ground here. I'm hoping I can see the runway soon. If this fails, I'm going to have to do an ILS. But the problem is I don't really know. Don't know what's the other side of this mist and cloud and fog. Luton, please. Yeah, I will. I'll do Luton. You've been asking for that for a while, actually. But I don't do these requests in any particular order because I don't want to upset anybody. It's quite hard to keep on track of who's said what first and etc. So it's whatever I fancy. You're going to land at ILS. I haven't got any autopilot on. I've got auto throttle on, but I think that was a mistake. That's because I went into alpha floor. So I'm just doing this manually. I'm just hoping to see the runway soon. If not, I might have to do an ILS. I'll come back round to do an ILS approach. Just keeping a good lookout. Is that the runway? I think so. Yeah, that's the runway. Oh, not a problem, Jenna. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that's over on the live streams and liking and sharing and tapping that screen and sharing it to all your friends. It absolutely makes a difference to the channel. Thanks for the follows. I can see that. I can see the shares, see the likes. Thanks for the subscriptions over on the other channel as well. Thank you very much. There's like 360 people watching this. It's incredible. Okay.
500.
We're nearly there. We've nearly made it through the fog and mist.
400. 300. 200. 100.
Seems quite a nice big runway though.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Okay, reverse thrust. Welcome to Kathmandu. There we go. Oh dear. Paro at some point, please. Yeah, it's that's one of my favourite actually. Paro. Okay, so we're going to Luton next. That is the next one. That's where we go in. So yeah, Stansted Airport. So let's go. So it's Echo Golf Sierra Sarah. There we go, Stansted. And we'll choose Wizz Air for this one. We haven't done a Wizz Air. And we'll set arrival and we'll bring the time back to the day because you can see stuff. It does make more sense to see things than not. We'll do maybe a night approach on the on the next one. Thanks so much for the nice landing comments. I do appreciate it. So the markings are a landing area essentially. So you have to land within that area. Otherwise, you have to go around. What am I talking about? I've done Stansted. Sorry, Luton and Stansted. What? How did I mix them up? Echo Golf Whiskey, isn't it? Okay, let me just do that. So, what was I talking about? Luton. There we go. Let me just do that and set arrival. And I think is it EasyJet that fly from Luton? I think we'll just do Luton. And we'll bring the time back once we're in the simulator. So yeah. Thank you for the follows. I do appreciate it over on TikTok. Thanks for the likes. Splashy having a heart attack that I was going down the Stansted route. Blimey, there we go. Okay, we'll do this night approach actually. We haven't done a night approach yet. We haven't done one for a while, should I say. So we're coming to Luton. Next request will be over on TikTok, so get your requests in for the next landing request. Could be a local airport, could be a favourite airport. Get those requests in. Again, it's no particular order. It's just whatever I fancy going to next, or if I haven't been there before, or it's an interesting one. Okay, cabin pressure.
$2,500.
Okay, some great questions. Darlington, East Midlands, Belfast, St Lucia. So we're coming into Luton. So we've got a little bit of a crosswind going on here. Thanks for the likes and shares, everybody. Thanks for sharing that stream. Again, there's 200 odd people watching this, but the more you tap that screen, the more you share, the more you follow, then the more this live gets pushed out to everybody for the love of aviation, or just the entertainment value of coming to landing at different places. Yeah, it's really windy in Luton at the moment. Well, we've got a crosswind. We have got a crosswind, but it only seems to be about 9 knots, which isn't that bad. But it could be gusty. I don't know that yet. Which simulator is this, please? I found quite a few versions. So Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is this one. Hawaii. Yeah, I don't think I've ever flown to Hawaii actually. Yeah, it's supposed to give me real weather. Yeah. A little bit high, so I'm just trying to reduce that down now. Luton.
1,000.
Yeah, it's fly-by-wire A320NX good spot model kits. Okay, short final into Luton now.
$500.
Welcome to Luton.
$400. $300. $200. $100. $50. $40. $30. $20. $10. $5.
Reverse first. You made this look too easy. Are you a real pilot? I'm a private pilot. I'm a real life private pilot, not a commercial pilot. But I am training to be a commercial pilot as of next month. Make it look easy though. It's took a little bit of practice, to be fair, on the big stuff. It's just practice, isn't it? Okay, so where are we going to next? So that was Luton. That was over on. Thank you ever so much, Splashy, and thanks to everybody that's subscribed as well and followed the TikTok. And thanks for the roses. I do appreciate that. Thanks for the gifts. So model kit 08. I'm using something called Track IR5. It's a great piece of kit that lets you sort of look around and all the rest of it. It's great. It's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so where are we going to next? So we've got some great suggestions over on TikTok. So the next request over on TikTok. So Echo Golf, November, X-Ray East Midlands, Cardiff, Utah. Smoother than my last landing in Luton. Islamabad, Dubai, Bologna. We've done Dublin already tonight. You can see the replay over on the YouTube channel if you want to replay this live session. We've done Cardiff last stream, so I'm just trying to think of the ones that we haven't done. So I don't think I've ever been to BLQ. I haven't been to Bologna or Bologna or something. Okay, so let me just have a look at that airport code. Okay. Okay, so let's go. We're going to go to Bologna. So that's next. Let's go. Thank you for everyone that's liking and sharing the live stream. As always, I do appreciate it. Just while I'm putting this in here, that's great. There we go. So we're going to go to Bologna. That's it, yeah, Bologna. Set arrival, delete departure. Let's go. Naz says on YT says you should do MCR to LHR. Yeah, I will do another ATV flight soon, probably Sunday actually, and it'll be a shared cockpit as well. There we go. Unfortunately, I've run out of spaces on mods on TikTok. They only allow me to give so many. But flyingofficial.com, I do appreciate it. Okay, so coming to land. I think it's Italy, isn't it? Is this Italy? EasyJet or anything but easy. Great views, absolutely great views. Okay, let's get back in the flight deck. Okay, so the next request is going to be over on YouTube. B Parkin has asked for Doncaster Airport. I don't think I've ever flown to Doncaster yet, so that'll be interesting. So this is the Airbus A320. I'm manually flying this in, so you see that the autopilot buttons are not engaged. If I engage it, they light up. And when you disengage, they make that sort of noise that you might have heard before. Beirut, Humed has suggested, great suggestion. I don't think I flew into Beirut either actually. Fly to New York, yeah, like JFK International or LaGuardia. Iceland, great suggestion. I went to Iceland in real life a couple of years ago, but it was before the pandemic. Have you ever been to Gibraltar? Yeah, I have landed at Gibraltar in one of these streams. I have also visited Gibraltar in real life quite a few times. Absolutely amazing approach, and they have to shut the runway for a short while to allow people to cross and enter Gibraltar from Spain, which is pretty interesting. For those that haven't been there before, it's certainly interesting. No, Track IR5. It's not Oculus. Why is the gear down already? So I'm usually anywhere between sort of 3 to 6 miles from the airport. But because I'm starting off as a straight-in approach, it's already down basically. So there's no reason why it's down already. It's just the way it defaults to. Thanks for the subscription, Naz, over on YouTube. Thank you very much.
1,000.
Thanks and hi to those that are on TikTok. Thanks for the likes and shares. Tapping that screen, I do appreciate it. So we're nearly down. We are nearly down. Yeah, the runway is the border, that's correct, yeah. Matt has said to use fly-by-wire A320. Yes, 500. This is the fly-by-wire A320.
500. 500. Too high. Okay, I'm going to try and rescue it, but really I should be
100.
probably going around. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Okay, reverse thrust. Oh, we had a little bit of air time after that landing. Then, do you see that? We had a bit of a bounce. We went back up again. Crazy. Paula, no, this is a simulator. So I am a real world pilot, but a private pilot, not an airline pilot. I am training for my airline pilot's studies as of next month. I've got my medical at the end of the month, which is cool. So yeah, especially I subbed and turned notes on, but it didn't seem to pop up on the screen. Oh, okay. Yeah, so basically you should be, if you're a public subscriber over on YT, over on that other channel, then you will get a notification of, but you have to be a public subscriber. Burn123, are you playing in VR? No, this is called Track IR5, so very similar to how VR works. But yeah. Come and say hi at Bristol tonight. Hi, Alice. Okay, so going taking the YT requests. So Doncaster Airport, we're going to do that next. Beirut is an interesting one. I don't think I've ever been to the Beirut, so we'll go take another request from TikTok after this. So let's go. So Doncaster Airport. So I'm not sure what airline flies into Doncaster, but I think I'll choose Wizz Air as another livery this time round. So we're going to choose Wizz Air as the livery that we're going to go to Doncaster in. And there we go. Set arrival. Let's go. Thanks again for the likes and shares. Thanks for tapping that screen. I do appreciate it. And thanks for the subscriptions over on YouTube. I do appreciate it. Can you tell me how to stream on TikTok? So you have to have something called a stream key, but TikTok will be releasing the ability to stream via their own software from the PC soon. They've based it on a software called OBS. So that shouldn't be too long. Probably another few months. I don't know whether it'll only be limited for a few people. After that, I'm not too sure, but they are planning on opening it up to everybody. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for following as well. Thanks for the follows. For those that are not following the account and love these sort of streams and want to see this again, don't forget to hit that plus button and follow the page. So Michael the Dev, what airline do you plan to fly for when you become a commercial pilot? So the answer to that is any that will take me on the first job, really, to be honest. I do ideally want to fly jets. I don't want to go onto turboprops, so I do want to fly jets. So you know, the likes of EasyJet, Wizz Air, TUI, Aer Lingus, anything like that. It'd be really good if I could get on an Airbus A320, especially after spending a bit of time on the sim now. I've really come to like the Airbus A320 quite a bit. Yeah, it's all about hours on commercials, definitely. Yeah, you can't be too picky on your first job, you know. Mainly Wizz Air or TUI. Okay, thanks B Parking, I appreciate that. So this is your request. Doncaster Airport. Well, once to be a pilot, well, honestly, it starts with a dream, doesn't it? You know, it was always a dream for me. Have you ever done gliding? Yeah, my first experience in a small, you know, actually piloting an aircraft was a glider. I'd done sort of about 2 or 3 hours with a friend who was a gliding instructor. But unfortunately, gliding is actually quite expensive as well. People think it's cheap gliding, but you know, when you take in the membership and everything else, and the hire of the glider if you don't own one, then it can be quite sort of expensive gliding as well. So I'm a K21 glider, but not current. Oh, okay, that's cool. They're made of wood, aren't they, the K21s? Yeah, the only experience I've got in the gliders are the fiberglass ones. I think it was a Polish-made one. How transferable do you think the skills? So hold on. So, How transferable do you think the skills are you've learned in the sims, the real thing A320 was? Well, I think there's a lot that's transferable. I mean, obviously you have the danger of picking up bad habits, but I've been flying with a real Airbus A320 pilot on the shared cockpits, and he's been trying to sort of point me in the right direction of how to set up the MacDo computers and do the ILS. So I'm hoping that it'll give me a little bit of head start if I do end up on the A320. Of course, without having a direct comparable to it, then it's difficult for me to say how close or how transferable the skills are going to be. Hi Kim, how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Why not long haul? So, I mean, I have a family, so ideally it'd be great to sort of do short haul because I'll be back most nights. Obviously, I'd have to stay over some nights if we're repositioning, etc., or on standby at certain airports. I understand that, but yeah, international then would be a little bit difficult. But I don't want to rule that out. You know, again, if the opportunities come by, then it tends to work that you have so many days on and so many days off. Costs about 50k here to become a pilot if you pass the medical. Yeah, if you go the integrated course, it actually costs around 120 thousand pounds. But the modular route, 50 to 60k. I've got around 30 to 35k left in my training, so I've already got my PPL and my hours with that. So I've got my multi-engine commercial to do, and the instrument rating, multi-crew and jet orientation course. So still got a bit to do, but it's
40, 30,
yeah, it's not cheap.
20, retard, 10, 5.
Okay, Doncaster Airport, there we go. You ever come in at East Midlands? I flew over East Midlands in real life, but again, I'm a private pilot, not a commercial pilot. It's too expensive for me to land at East Midlands. Well, it's about sort of 70 quid or something. I have no real need to go there unless I'm sort of, you know, probably better off driving there. But I flew over a few times in real life. Okay, so we've got some requests. Naz has asked for the Lukla Airport in Nepal. So what I'll do is I'll go and do that for you. Lukla Airport. We can't do it in an Airbus, obviously. So we're gonna have to do it in something more suitable. Let's do it in a caravan or something, maybe, or. Yeah, we're doing a Cessna Caravan. We'll bring the time to the daytime so we can see what we're doing. So this is this is the airport. This is the airport, the gateway to the Nepal mountains if you're going to climb Mount Everest and all the rest of it. Beirut, yeah, I haven't forgot about you, Beirut, Ahmed. I do appreciate you requesting that. I haven't flown into Beirut before. The question is where. I think this has got to be round. Is this where we dropped it last time? No, I don't think it was that one. I've just realised that we're on the other end of the mountain range here, so I'm going to have to fly around, try and find my way around here. Absolutely crazy. These games don't count for flight hours, shame. I know. Imagine. I'm going in the wrong direction actually, I'm just looking at the map. The I don't know whether I can actually go around here. See, the climb rates around here is just dire, absolutely dire, because it's so high. I don't know whether I'll be able to get to this airport directly. Okay, I've got it. So we're around the other end of that range now. That's the main thing. What are your PC specs? Core i9 processor Intel, RTX 3080 Ti, and 32 gig of RAM. Matt has asked a great question. What's the difference between a modular and integrated route? So an integrated course, basically somewhere like Aeros or Oxford do integrated courses where they take you from a non-pilot all the way up to a commercial airline pilot, essentially. And the integrated courses before COVID sort of promise you a direct route back, into the airlines afterwards as well. So they had sort of agreements with them, so it was easy to get straight into the airlines as a cadet. The modular route is where you get your private pilot's license. You then you get your private pilot's license. You then sort of get your night rating. You then get your instrument rating. You then get your multi-engine IR, and you get all the bits and pieces, jet orientation, multi-crew. And then you try and get the job yourself. But the problem is with that, and I'm hoping that I don't find it, is that obviously it can be quite hard to get a job because and I wasn't concentrating. I've flown past the airport, I think. Okay, so there's the airport. There's the airport there. Obviously the modular route, then you don't have anybody sort of giving you a recommendation, so it could be quite hard getting your first job. Blimey, there's that Nepal airport, bit of a slope on there. Got a CPL to find out the extra 30k for Ryan. Surprise. Yeah, unfortunately Ryanair, not all airlines expect you to pay for the type rating. Do you prefer flying day or night? I really enjoy flying at night, in real life, but the problem that I have is the worry that if there's an engine failure, then where do you land, essentially? Because there's a load of dark spaces, there's a load of there's a load of roads that you can see that are lit up, but what you don't see could be fields, could be Big Penguin, yes, she does. It is very random. That is very random. So you're a cricket fan as well. There we go. There's the outside view. I start descending now for the descent. Surely your flight school would provide a reference though. Now, obviously, it depends on where your last remaining sort of training was done, flight school wise. But of course, they would provide a reference to a degree. But like I say, these the flight schools have got sort of relationships with these airlines that mean that you get a bit of a leg up, essentially. Have you done your training at all? I'm guessing that means. So I've got my private pilot's license. I've got my hours enough to start my commercial rating, and that's what I'm starting my ACPL exams, my airline exams next month. I've got my medical at the end of this month, so if I don't pass that, then it's going to be a short-lived dream, and I won't be doing my ACPL exams. Oh, really? Big Penguin. Oh, well, welcome to the stream. Okay, so here we go. Wish me luck, everybody. Now, you have to do a steep approach here because you can lose your altitude pretty quickly. So we've got a nice steady 70 knots here. There we go. Perfect. Welcome to Lukla Airport. There we go. How cool is that? So again, this is the airport where you'd go for Mount Everest, I think. You know, this is where you'd go and land at if you wanted to go and climb Mount Everest and, like say, Nepal, etc. WW on White on the other channel. Any tips or advice for doing the modular route? I'm saving to start my PPL this year, hopefully. Well, I can only say that just try and save up a little bit of money before you do your PPL, and that means that you can obviously do at least one lesson a week, possibly two. So that way that you're going to remember everything that's taught, each week. You can obviously build your PPL over a number of years, but obviously you got to remember that it's muscle memory with a lot of items. So you're going to obviously probably end up having more lessons over a period of years if you were to do it in a short time. Your dream aircraft to fly? Well, it's probably got to be like the Spitfire that's over there. I mean, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Look at that. You've got to love the Spitfire. But if I was to own an aircraft, I'd probably have something a little bit more unique. Maybe like a Messerschmitt or something like that. Best to get to medical first. Yeah, and that's why I've got it booked in first as well for the commercial side. So you need a class 1 for the commercial. Okay, so we've got some Ulan Bataan, I think. We'll go and try that one. I don't think I've flown there. We've got East Midlands as well, so I'm going to do those two next. But keep your requests coming both on TikTok and the YouTube as well. Thanks for the likes and shares. I do appreciate it. So we'll go back to the Airbus A320 on this one. And yeah, we'll just do the Neo livery. I'm not too sure what the airport code is for this one and where it is, but I'm just going to search for this now. So while I'm talking about that, so for those that want to support the channel further, I do have a Patreon. No one's signed up yet, actually. No one's signed up. And the idea behind it is that each stream, you will get a mention either in a text form or sort of vocally. If you're first class passengers, then you'll get sort of a special mention at the start of each stream. So yeah, and it's just the idea to support the channel further if you want to. Obviously, you don't have to, essentially. It's just an idea of supporting the channel further. So I don't know what this code is. Let me just have a look at this. I think it's that one, isn't it? There we go. Right, let's get this request in, and we'll bring it forward a little bit into the day so we can see what we're doing. But thank you for joining the live stream. Would love if you could do costs in Greece. Favorite destination, flown there for so many years. Okay, so many times. Yeah, I'll try and do that. That's on Patreon, Jenna. So it's over on my sort of description on my videos, or you can search for Patreon/Fly UK. I will put the link in my link tree after this live if you want to support. But I'm going to basically, as I go through my ATPL process, I'm going to give you a little bit more behind the scenes sort of, you know, a bit of a diary, you know, about my progress. That's a little bit more less formal than the TikTok and, you know, the other platforms, etc. For any videos that I do put up on YouTube as well, you'll basically get them a week early, being a Patreon member, before they go live to the public. Sorry. Hello, Owens T123. How you doing? Have you ever flown into hometown Edinburgh Airport? Yeah, I mean, not in real life, but on the simulator. So I even done it tonight in the stream. So if you want to play that video back, you can go over to YT and play that video back. So this next airport is Barans Oka, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure whereabouts in the world it is. Mongolia. It's in Mongolia. So this is Mongolia, everybody. And we're going to do East Midlands next. That's the next request for, and a few people have asked for that, including Lennon. Just call me Owen, it's easier. I have had the game for 2 weeks and I've 87 hours flight time. Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive for 2 weeks. EMA is my local. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's my locals, Birmingham or East Midlands. They're essentially the two airports that are local to me. I remember this flight for real. It's spectacular. It looks impressive. Look at that. Let's have a look outside aircraft. Now there are some views, and I don't know whether I can get them on here, but there are some views that I can go. Quick views. Is it external views? Oh, I can't get it. There was a way of getting some window shots and stuff, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there are a few bugs in the software. I mean, but that's got to be expected because it's fairly new to the market. But I've got the top one, the deluxe, I think it is, just because it's got the extra aircraft, and you never know what else they're going to bring out in the future just for that version. So I always try to get for the top one. Okay. So do you know? Matt, do you know how to calibrate it? You have to pull the power out and then go to each sort of quadrant sort of indent and press both of your auto throttle buttons. There's YouTube videos or videos out there that can help you on that. But if you don't do that, you'll mess it all up.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
That's the worst landing of the night. Sorry about that. I think you've spilt your coffees and teas in the back there. Oh my word. I don't know, because I bought it outright. I don't know whether there's any. I don't think there's any. I don't know whether there's any benefits to not. Obviously, well, buying it outright means that you won't have to pay continually for the monthly fee, I'm guessing. Yeah. So on Showcase. So there we go. All right. Oops, the gas masks have come out. I know. Dropped 20 feet in less than a second. I know that's got to be the worst, doesn't it? That's got to be the worst. East Midlands is next anyway. It has been asked for loads and loads of times. Again, for those that were asking about the Patreon and what that link is, so if you want to check out, no one's signed up yet, but the idea behind it is that you're from $2.50 a month only, and it will be in your local currency, whatever that is. Then you can help support the channel. You'll obviously get behind the scenes access and posts of what I post about my ACPL and airline journey. And also a week early videos on YouTube when I post those, etc. And obviously, depending on the different different options, you'll get obviously more of a benefit. But that's the Patreon side. So if you do want to support the channel further, then we can do that. Echo Golf November X-Ray East Midlands, and we'll go for, what should we do? We'll do an EasyJet again for this one. Delete departure, set arrival. Let's go real world weather and real world time. The Aeroflot pilot bounced it too. Oh, really? So, yeah, it's that's got to be the worst land of the night, that one. So, can you land at Cardiff, Wales? Yeah, I'll see what time we're on. It's getting quite late now, so I'm probably going down to the last few requests before we call it a night. So there we go, East Midlands Airport, live as always. Thanks for the follows, thanks for the shares. And again, for those that just joined in, this is Fly UK over on all channels, including TikTok, Twitch and YouTube. So wherever you're watching from, hi, how you doing? Okay, so East Midlands Airport. So this is my actual local airport. So I've got a choice out of Birmingham or East Midlands, both around the same distance. When I last went on holiday, I had to do my PCR test from here, actually. What about London City Airport? Do you have that? Yeah, I have London City Airport. It's a great approach into there. City of Derry. What's the local airport for that, Niall?
2,500.
How did you just get in the air from the runway without taking off? Okay, so what you do, you set the airport as your arrival and not the departure, and then you delete the departure. That's how you get it to set you up on final every time, which is really useful. Let's go have a look at the outside view. So East Midlands Airport in EasyJet livery. Okay, Niall. Yeah, okay. Kim, thanks for joining again. Honestly, I do appreciate your support. You're in pretty much every live. I think you're in every live actually. I do appreciate the support. Honestly, it's great. It's great to see some of your regulars in here as well. Yeah, it's still in the air, moving. We're doing about 140 knots at the moment. Yeah, it's pretty cool, and you know, it just feels so realistic, doesn't it? Are you an actual pilot? I'm a private pilot, basically. I'm trained to be a commercial as of next month. So continue my training to fly the bigger stuff. Yeah, so I've got my ATPL exams and etc. Are you what was Fly UK V8? No, they're still around. The virtual airline's still around, so we're completely separate. Been around for around the same time, to be fair, on the social media, but I wasn't aware of them until at least I think around 5 years ago. When I realised they had the same name. That's good. Hope you pass. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting the training done. What do you fly as a private pilot? So PA-28, Cessnas, Decathlon, tailwheel aerobatic aircraft, stuff like that. So nothing like the Airbus A320. Is the plane full of tourists? It's full of TikTokers and YouTubers. Yeah, that's what it's full of. Thanks for tapping that screen. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for following as well. I do appreciate all the follows that you've been doing, and subscribing over on the other channels as well. I do appreciate it. Just got your class 2. Oh wow! So yeah, I mean, I've got my class 1 medical at the end of the month. So I've got my class 2 already. I have done for the last 6 years as a private pilot in real life. But but I have to have a Class 1 medical to fly airliners. So that's what I'm doing at the end of the month over in Heathrow. Thanks for the subscription over on YouTube, Chewy. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. If you're a public subscriber on YouTube, you'll pop up in lights like that as well. So go over and subscribe if you have got a YouTube account. East Midlands
50,
Airport.
40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Okay, reverse thrust. But that was certainly better than the last landing, wasn't it, eh? Certainly last... oh, it's crazy. Crazy. Okay, so we've got some... I think we've got time for a couple more requests. And we might just do 2 in over in Northern Ireland, maybe, or might do 1 more after that. But let's go to City of Derry Airport. And I'm just wondering, is it big enough? Is it big enough to take an Airbus? I'm not too sure. How? Okay, yeah, it's okay. I think it is. All right, let's give it a go then. This is going to be interesting. I've never flown into this airport, and as I've just done a departure actually, so I might have to take off first. Yes, it is. Okay, it is. All right. Are you going to Boris Johnson's party? I think I'm too late for that. I think he's already had it, hasn't he? Okay, so I'm actually on the wrong way, so I'm going to have to take off first. So we'll do that. We'll have to set up the flaps 1.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Okay, and we'll have to just do a circuit. $120 knots, 130, positive rate gear up. Okay, so we'll go and have a landing over. We'll try and land and we'll go on to the next request. So for those who are just joining, this is Derry, London Derry, wherever you are in the world. Hi Adam, how you doing? Okay, so that's Derry, or London Derry Airport, Derry City Airport. I'm waving up to you. That's great, Niall. Okay. Don't know how long I need to leave this rover speeding now, so it's not a good sign. Let's bring the nose up just to drop the speed off. You did a great landing in the Hudson a few weeks ago, I know. Beirut has been asked for, and it has been asked for quite a few times over on YouTube. So yeah, how much can it cost to get a pilot's license? So your private pilot's license will cost you anywhere between £8,000 and £10,000, generally speaking. Do you think you could fly a plane in real life or DEF simulation, or a DEF? I fly a plane in real life, so I am a real world pilot. But not a commercial pilot. try and bring some of these in. I'll bring the gear in, just slow us down. Chewy over on YT has said, what spec PC are you using? I can't see a discussion in the comments. So i9 processor, RTX 3080 Ti graphics card, and 32 gigabytes of RAM. What simulator is this? Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, for those wondering. I'm going to try and make my turn now. Hopefully I'm not too early. Okay, that's fine. We're good. King, how do I become a pilot? So it all starts with a trial lesson. Go down to your local airport and ask if they have a flight school there. Ask for a trial lesson, usually half an hour to an hour. Dip your toes in the water and just see how you get on. Really, they'll describe the next steps for you to get your private pilot's license. After that, do you use any flight controls? Yeah, I use the Thrustmaster Airbus A320 side stick and throttle quadrant. Is there any way of finding out where lots of other simmers are on the map? Yeah, so if they're using IVAO, or VATSIM, then they have radars. If you Google it, they will come up with the radars. It's becoming a pilot rewarding, very rewarding in the sense that obviously not flying airliners yet, but it's very rewarding in terms of getting learning a skill that you've got for life, and the feeling when you get to fly a plane in real life on your own, it's crazy, I have a skydive license. I jump out of planes, not flying. Oh my word! Must be mad. So this is the city Derry City Airport, or something like that. City of Derry Airport. There you go. Is being a pilot basically Uber Air? I suppose in some ways, yeah. I'll keep you right, Dan. Thank you. All right, so we're coming into land now. We've got the gear down and locked. Pappy lights are aligned.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Reverse first. What gauge do you watch on when you're landing? So your one on your left is your airspeed, the one on the right is your altitude. They're the main ones. You got your artificial horizon, but if you can see outside the window, then there's no need to look at those, essentially. Thank you very much. That was the best landing Derry has ever had in years, Nyla said. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to do Belfast while we're over in Northern Ireland, and then we're going to do we're gonna do Beirut because that has been asked for quite a long time now. And yeah, so Belfast is next. I mean, Belfast seems quite a small airport. Okay, let's go. Portland. I done it at the start of this stream, NCK. So if you have a look, if you replay the live on YouTube, you'll be able to see it's the first one that I do Portland for you. If I've got the wrong Portland, then let me know. But you can replay the stream back. It's at the start. It's the very first one. Okay, coming into Belfast. Belfast is really small, yeah. It's going to be interesting. I'm having issues with the original Airbus. The engines overheat and keep losing power during climb. Is that so? That's not the fly-by-wire version. That's the Microsoft version, is it? Monkeys 91. I'll watch when the stream is over. Okay, Nick. Yeah, that'd be great. Be careful, Pappy, not to be free red again, bro. I know. You don't want that, do you? Mind you, that once you've gone past 200 feet, then it's not particularly accurate, to be honest. So it's there as a guide anyway. As long as you hit those landing points on the runway. Yeah, the Microsoft version. No, I'm not too sure then, because I haven't flown the Microsoft Airbus A320 for ages, to be honest. If you have PC, I'd recommend downloading fly-by-wire. If not, then I don't know what to suggest, really. They shouldn't overheat, really. I mean, you should put it into climb. Oh, actually, yes, they might overheat. If you can't run it full throttle constantly, you have to put it into climb detent. See that CL here? See this one here? You need to put it into CL mode because you can't run it full whack. Is there any YouTube channel that you recommend to learn Flight Simulator? Well, just have a good search around. I mean, obviously, just watching these lives, and you know, if there's anything that you want me to cover in my YouTube, then please let me know, and I'll try to cover those in the videos on YouTube on my own account for you. So. Is Farnborough Airport an option? Yeah, I landed at Farnborough last live stream, actually. So we're just coming into Belfast at the moment, for those who are just joining. And the Pappy lights are low, so we'll try to increase that a little bit there. There we go. Belfast. How often do you fly in real life? In the summer, I try to fly once a week. In the winter, every 2 to 3 weeks, something like that. It depends on if the weather's good on the weekends for me, so I'm working in the week. Joe, I love this. Thanks very much. We're coming to Belfast. They're very small runway.
$500. $300. $200.
Thanks for the subscription over there,
100.
Ryan. Thank you very much.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Oh, a little bit late on that landing, past the touchdown point. In real life, that should have been a go-around. It was a nice landing though, it was safe enough. Just slightly missed that marker. There we go. So Beirut is next. Beirut is next. And for those that are just joining, we're doing landing requests. And for those that want to support the channel further, then you can go to my Patreon and sign up. You will get sort of different benefits, early release content. let me just get the airport code for this. So yeah, just a way of you supporting the channel further, helping me produce better content and do more live streams, etc. Some of the benefits include mentioning on before each simulator live stream, and early content, early release content, a week earlier of anything I release on YouTube, and also there's some other benefits you want to look at, but it depends on what tier you're on. But I've done it in like economy, business class, and first class. There's only 12 first class available, so yeah, it's very limited on that side, just to make it exclusive. So okay, so we're going to go to Beirut as requested. In an EasyJet. I don't know whether EasyJet ever fly into Beirut, but we'll see. So we've already done Tenzin at Nepal. You can actually replay that back. So you can replay Lukla back over on the YouTube side. Can you show us your FPS? Yeah, not a problem. So let me just get set up on this. So let me. So the FPS is frames per second for those that don't know, and to do that I'm going to have to turn the developer tools on and look at the FPS range there. So let me just do that, and yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see that now. It will take a bit to stabilize. There we go. So bearing in mind that I'm streaming as well, so that takes a little bit out of the FPSs. So my computer's actually streaming out to 3 different platforms, which takes a little bit out of the computer. So at the moment I'm averaging around 50 frames per second. Do you have your own plane, or if so, what one? So I tend to fly either the club's planes, or I have a friend that lets me fly his aircraft, and it's a Piper Cherokee 180.
2,500.
So this is Beirut. Oh, I can't afford a plane. They are expensive things. Yeah, I'm happy flying friends or other people's planes, to be honest. So this is Beirut. A bit early for gear, maybe. Yeah. So basically, when I start the so it is a bit early. So when I start the simulator, it actually puts the gear down automatically, so I don't have any choice on that. It's not an A to B flight, so usually you'd bring the gear down 3 to 6 miles prior to the runway, or you might sort of be a little bit more organised and set that up. But that's the reason. Look at that city. Look at that. How cool is that? Beirut, everybody. So I'll bring the gear back down. So it's Beirut. Beirut is where we're at. That was the request. Thanks for the follows, thanks for the shares on TikTok. I do appreciate it. It's a 3080 Ti, RTX 3080 Ti graphics card. It's a little bit high at the moment. Hopefully we can get this down. Bring the speed down a little bit as well. What a nice approach over the sea Beirut has.
500.
So I fly from an airfield called Taton Hill, which is Midlands based in England.
300.
It's not far from East Midlands Airport. Thanks for the follows, everybody. Thanks for the shares.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
There we go. Welcome to Beirut. I had 30-minute lesson for my first year from Technol as one of my gifts. Oh, fantastic. There we go. So I think we've got time for one more, and we can go and do Cardiff, Wales. That has been asked for quite a bit. So let me turn the frames per second back off. The developer tool seems to bring a little bit of lag. If you enjoyed tonight's live stream, and don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow, don't forget to share over on whatever platform you're watching at. And if you want to support the channel further, you can support it by joining Patreon, which will give you a little bit more privileges and mentions on live streams, etc. So nobody has signed up yet. It's only new. I haven't officially launched it yet. But for those that want to support the channel a little bit further than what you're doing by supporting the live streams by being part of it, then you can support me on Patreon. So I'm from Derby, so close to where you flew from. It's a great airfield. Really good rates on the aircrafts and etc. It's really nice to be part of that. So okay, so I'm going to make this I'm going to make this probably the last one of this evening. So this is Cardiff. And hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for the likes and shares. This is Fly UK. I will be doing some more live streams. If you want to have this, if you want to be part of the live streams again, don't forget to follow, subscribe, wherever you are. So TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you're watching this from. So Cardiff, Wales. This is Cardiff, Wales. I might start flight school at Cardiff next year. Oh, that's cool, Cameron. Can you make it daytime? I can make it daytime. They already have a replay option on. If you enable developer tools, you can turn it on. Monty, yes, it's a simulator. Dan, which instructor is best at taking off? The correct answer on a serious note around that is that each instructor will appeal to different people. They've all got different personalities like anybody else. So you'll find instructors that gel with you, and you'll find instructors that don't gel with you. But generally speaking, they're all really good instructors. They've all got different quirks and personalities, etc. You make me laugh. See, I can't even recommend the
500.
instructor that I had when I was at Tatum Hill, because he's now left
400,
for the
300,
airlines, so he's now
200.
flying for airlines now. Cardiff, everybody.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 10, 5.
Wow, that was a bit of a floating, bit of a floater. So I have got my real pilot's license, Jay Garton 83, but I haven't got my commercial yet. I'm actually starting my commercial training next month. I've got my Class 1 medical. Got my Class 1 medical at the end of the month, which will allow me to continue my commercial training. So thanks to those that have watched. Definitely. For those that have watched the stream, thank you ever so much. For those that want to support the channel further, as I've mentioned previously, I have got Patreon now. It's not officially launched, so there's nobody on there yet, but there's different sorts of memberships that you can do to help support the channel, and they're limited, you know, so they're all limited. 100 space on economy, I think it's 50 spaces over on business class and 12 on first class. So you basically get essentially some extra privileges in exchange for supporting the channel further, but your support on the channel is great in itself, you know, and liking and sharing, so you don't have to go down that route, but it is an option. Thank you ever so much for watching the stream tonight, and I will see you soon. This is Fly UK.